Hello, students. I am ANUSHREE Srivastava, Assistant Professor from School of Management, Babu Banarsi Das University. Today, I will discuss on the topic allowances from the subject Income Tax Law and Practice, coded NBCom 4302. Now, firstly, we will discuss what is the meaning of allowance. So, according to Income Tax Act, allowances are added to the salary of an individual and taxed under the head income from salary, one of the head from income tax. It is any monetary benefit offered by the employer to its employees for meeting expenditures over and above the basic salary. The employers offer various kind of additional benefits in monetary terms to their employees known as salary allowance. These salary allowances are given to meet the expenditure of particular nature. The salary allowances can be bifurcated into three broad categories, which are taxable, non-taxable or fully exempt, and partially taxable allowances. Now, first, taxable allowances. Taxable allowances are the allowances that are fully taxable. First, in example, dearness allowance, DA. DA is provided to converse the inflationary effect of the cost of living of the people. Second, CCA, City Compensation Allowance. It is offered to the employees for meeting the highly inflated costs in the large or metro cities. Third, entertainment allowance. It is an amount given to the employees for achieving the expenses incurred towards the meal, beverages, hotels, etc. for the business clients of the company. An exemption under Section 16, subsection 2 can be claimed for entertainment allowance by the government employee. Overtime allowance. It is provided to the employees for working more than the regular working hours. Project allowance is provided to bear the expenses related to the project. Apart from them, tiffin allowance, servant allowance also come under this category. Second one is partially taxable allowance. That means a part of allowance given to its employees is taxable while the other part is exempt. In the category, we have first house rent allowance, HRA. It is offered to meet the residential rent expenses of the employee for its accommodation. Second, LTA, Leave Travel Allowance. It is offered for traveling anywhere in India. Deduction on the fare cost is provided to some extent, while the balance is taxable. Conveyance allowance, that is moving from or locating from coming to an office and then going back to your place. That is amount of rupees 1600 per month is offered to the employees for commuting from home to office and vice versa. Medical bills reimbursement, a token of rupees 15,000 is given by the employer for meeting the treatment cost in case the employee or its family falls sick. We have education allowance, hostel allowance. Education allowance are given a certain amount to educate their children in India. The employees are given the allowance. Any sum spent more than the provided limit of rupees 100 per month per child for maximum 2 children is taxable. Similarly, hostel allowance per child rupees 300 per month for maximum 2 children is allowed as a deduction. We have fully exempt allowance. That means no amount is tax is required to be paid. Allowance to government employees is paid as a provision for rendering services outside India by the government employees is exempt. That means the serving employees in India who are now posted outside India, the services which they render, for which allowances are paid to them, and that allowances are fully exempt. Similarly, allowances to judges of Supreme Court or High Court are not taxable. Benefits received by the people who are working in United Nations organizations are fully. Now, one of the example we can take as how to compute house rent allowance. So, house rent allowance is an amount which is paid by the employers to employees as part of their salaries to provide employees with tax benefits towards the payment for accommodations every year. Now, it is regulated by the provisions of Section 10, subsection 13A of the Income Tax Act. The house rent allowance serves to be quite beneficial to salaried employees in India. In order to calculate the HRA, the salary is defined as the sum of the basic salary, the DNS allowances, and any other commission, which forms a part of a salary. Now, the calculation or computation is done on the following basis. Firstly, we have to take the actual rent paid by the employees minus 10% of the basic salary. Second, in case an employee is staying in a metro, then 50% of the basic salary, while in case of a non-metro city, 40% is taken. Thirdly, the actual amount received as the HRA from the employer. Among the three, the lowest of the three would be taken as the total HRA exempt in income from salary. One another term which is also used in income from salary is perquisites. Perquisites are also used interchangeably by individuals who have some confusion regarding the term allowances as well as perquisites. But allowances and perquisites are two different terms, although they are provided to the employees by the employer. So the first difference is that allowances are additional payments or benefits provided to employees to cover specific expenses related to their job or personal circumstances. Like if they are posted in a remote areas, if they have to bear the inflationary needs, while perquisites, which are commonly known as perks, are non-cash benefits, non-monetary benefits, or the privileges given to the employees in addition to their salary or wages. Secondly, allowances are often provided as fixed amount or a specified percentage of an employee's salary to meet particular needs or expenses. Perquisites, on the other hand, are typically provided as non-monetary benefits like residential accommodation, like furnitures, like home appliances, like vehicle facilities that enhance the employee's overall compensation package. Allowances are usually provided to compensate employees for specific costs incurred in the course of performing their job duties, like overtime allowance, or to support their personal circumstances, tiffin allowance. Perquisites are designed to provide additional benefits or privileges to employees, often associated with their position or level within the organization. That means not every employee is being provided accommodation or vehicle facility or chauffeur facility. Only some employees are provided this facility to maintain the dignity of that position. That is the basic difference between allowance and purpose. Fourthly, allowances are typically more standardized. That is, it is given to almost every employee, so it is a standard and universal and provided to a broad range of employees within the organization based on predefined criteria or policies. On the contrary, perquisites are often more discretionary and may be offered selectively to senior executives or employees in higher level positions within the organization. So, students, this is all for allowances and perquisites. Thank you.